How are we, guys? Just in my my lounge coat, my dressing gown, pajamas and slippers. It's a Sunday, it's a Thursday night, it's a Friday night, and it's 10:10. And I wanted to do a little quick video, just an update, because I wanted to apologise for last week's performance. I had a gap. I was going to upload every Friday, guest or not, upload every Friday. So if I didn't have a guest on that week, I'd throw out a podcast. And if I did have a guest, obviously I would throw it out as well. This week I had a guest on. I had Beans come round, Harry Brown, and we filmed it about 2 weeks ago. And I was like, right, I've got a couple of days now to edit it and throw it on there. And basically, I just lost motivation, man. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling very well. I think I had a flu. Mentally, I was down. You know, we get down as well. And I don't want to talk about getting down a lot on the podcast, because I feel like when I mention, you know, mental health or anything like that, I'll sort of like skim over it. But then it leaves like a little bit of a depressing vibe on the whole thing, which I think is good to talk about, but you know, I need to stop probably talk about it less. Do you know what I mean? Well, I thought that, and then I saw loads of tweets the other day about people that had killed themselves after like looking all jolly and stuff. So it was a reminder to talk about mental health and suicide, and you know, always be an option to talk to. You know, drop me a comment, drop me a message, and I'll always talk to anyone, whether you're from, you know, Japan, Israel, Canada, Erdington, you know, you name it, I'm here to help. But yeah, so I wasn't feeling too great, so I didn't edit that. Then another week passed, and I was like, nah, I'm not. And then I was meant to have, you know, James Malcolm come on, and Kyle, two of my friends, and yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it. I was thinking, if we do it now, it's not going to be that funny. But I'm not going to be funny, do you know what I mean? And I thought, oh, do I do it? Because I know it's going to be playing on mine. I'm just going to be like, I'm going to set the vibe all wrong. So should be a little Declan Downer, do you know what I mean? A Debbie Downer. So allowed that, and then I thought, you know what? Bang, let's go. About 3 days ago, I had a big burst of inspiration, because all I've been doing is watching TV, and just basically just, you know, trying to relax, just trying to think positive thoughts, and lots been going on. So I'm back and good. Uploaded the Beans podcast. I done the editing on that one, because I thought I need to learn, do you know what I mean? Because, you know, obviously Eve does them all the time. Eve does the editing, but I thought I'll try it. So, and that so far has got about 6 views, I think, and about half a like. So I think that shows that I'm not cut out to be an editor, but we'll keep trying. You know what I mean? Oprah was told that, you know, she was never going to be work on TV. Michael Jordan was kicked off his high school basketball team. Michael Jackson was told he wasn't that good at dancing. You know, Oscar thought we're told we're not that good at music. You have to battle through, man. You have to battle through. You know what I mean? So, uploaded the Beans podcast. Like I say, that went okay. And then we've got James. Carl can't make it this weekend, but you know what? I'll have Carl on another time. James is coming on, and I think with Joe Ricketts as well, which will be a great 2 guests. So that's happening Sunday, and it's Friday as I speak to this camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this, and this is just a quick video as well that I can put out there. And tonight, when I get into bed, or tomorrow morning, get my laptop out and just try and edit it maybe, or just learn some edits and just throw it out there. Because although I think like, oh, is it going to be a bad video? Is there any? Because there's no point in this video and it's awful. But what I've started doing is like videos that I think are going to be shit, I'll just put like 0.5 on, so it's an episode 7.5. This will probably be episode 7.1.626, you know, because it's nothing, man. But I thought it's better to get a video out there, and then at least I've done this. And then on Sunday night or Monday morning, I can do the James one, and then we'll have loads of content out there. No, but I thought as well what I'll do, because I was thinking, what do I talk about? You know, because I haven't really done much. I've just been lying in my bed feeling sorry for myself, you know, and having some down days and that. But I've watched a lot of TV, man, so I could talk about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What have you been up to? Oh, no, not much. Just watching TV. Oh, what have I watched? Let me tell you. So, welcome guys. It's the Joe Vlogs TV review show of the week, and the week of the month is, I'll put it up here now, I'm guessing probably the 36th month of the year. No, 36th week of the year. we'll find out. So I've watched a couple of shows. So the first show I've watched was Us. So it's on iPlayer, Tom Hollander. It's about a relationship between a man and a woman, and they're about middle-aged. The woman wants to get a divorce, and they've got a 17-year-old son. And the man's like, long, really don't want to do that. So they've had this trip around Europe, a massive, big holiday booked for like a year or so, and they're like, what? She's like, we'll go on this holiday, and then we'll have one last family holiday, and then we'll break up. So he's like, nah, fuck that, it's an insane idea. But then he's like, you know what? I want it back, so I'm gonna do it. So they go on the holiday, and it's deep, man. It's real. It's quite slow at some points, but at the end, end of episode 4, you think, you know what? I'm glad I watched that. Do you know what I mean? So everything can't be like fully in your face. I get that. But I'd really recommend that, guys. There was a deep quote in there that said, she said to him, oh, why can't you just live in the moment? And he said, it's hard to live in the moment when the moment just isn't that good. And that doesn't give you goose pimples or goose flesh. I don't know what will. The younger, they go back to when they were like 20 as well and how they met. And it's very like Richard Curtis kind of vibes, you know what I mean? And I love that shit. So yeah, Us, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Very good. So second, I haven't finished it, so it's hard to give a full review, but it's Ratched on Netflix with Sarah Paulson. And biggest crier in the game. She's the best crier in the game, you know what I mean? She's a sick actress. I don't know how old she is. I'm guessing 43, but she's a proven actress. She's been in lots of stuff. She's breaking out into like mainstream films as well. You know, couldn't throw enough respect at her face. So Ratched, it's about this nurse, Mildred Ratched, based on the nurse that was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson, the bitch nurse. And it basically shows how she became a nurse, how she became head nurse, and then it shows like a backstory of how she became so fucked up. And it's from the same people that made American Horror Story, so it's that kind of creepy, bit scary vibes. And I'm enjoying it, man. I haven't fully finished it, and don't get me wrong, some areas of it I'm a bit like, it's a bit far-fetched, it's a bit, a bit ridiculous, but that sort of style, it is far-fetched. It's a horror film, it's always going to be far-fetched, but it's good. Scary point. The scariest point for me was there was this lady who went into the mental hospital, and she just started changing characters. She had multiple personality disorder. She started changing characters, and it was this mixed race lady, and she was starting off screaming, going, Hitler, I'm scared of Hitler. And then she'd turn into like a baby, and she'd be like, oh baby, like do a baby voice, and that sort of shit just scares the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Like I had what's it called, itchy legs, when you, not itchy legs, where you feel like you can't stay still. I had restless leg syndrome for about a week after I watched Split with James McAvoy. So, it's one of them. I just don't like multiple personalities. If you've got multiple personalities, come on the podcast and it'll be a decent one, but I'm ignorant to it because I don't know much about it, but it scares me. But obviously also it's a mental illness, and you know what, like, I could have it maybe one day, do you know what I mean? Other people have it, and it's a TV show, so it's kind of peaking away that might make more people more scared of it, but don't know what I'm talking about anyway, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just, it's late at night. I haven't slept as well. This past week I haven't slept, so anyway. So watch Ratched. It's good, man. It's good. Someone I speak to said Sarah Paulson could be the next James Bond as well, and I thought, that's the most ridiculous comment of 2020. But you know what it is. Right, then the third thing I watched, 60 Days In, and it's on Netflix. Not everyone I spoke to, been about probably 2 people in the past 2 weeks. I've said, have you watched 60 Days In? They've said, no, they haven't. So it's a show where they get 8 people that have never been in prison before, throw them in American prison, do everything official. They don't even tell the guards at the police station. They're just like, at the prison, they're just like, oh yeah, it's standard, it's going to be just a documentary, these guys are going to be here for like a year, just carry on what you're doing. Little did they know, the main guard, the governor or whatever, only knows about it. He throws 8 people in and it films them and that. and it is jokes. It's sick. It's not jokes because you can get bare serious, but it just shows like, you know, what happens. And I've always been shook to be in prison. But then again, it's like there, it just made it look like if you fight. The main thing I got from it was if someone calls you a bitch, you have to fight. Like you can't, because even if someone mutters it, it's like, oh bro, you're a bitch, you have to just fight. Do you know what I mean? Because then you become a target. So yeah, man, it's dark, but it's also really good. And you just think as well, when you do have trouble sleeping, like me, man, sometimes what I'll do, it's dark, but I'll put on something like where someone else is in a bad situation, like a film or a TV show, a documentary, where I'm like, I'm moaning about not being able to sleep, but Jesus Christ, imagine if I was them in their shoes. And that, it doesn't help, but it helps a little bit thinking, oh, well, I'm in a bed, it's quiet, do you know what I mean? It's warm, you know what I mean? So I was looking at them being like hazed by the older prisoners, like trying to pull up their shirt and stuff and get into bed with them. And the geezer's like, get the fuck off me. And I was like, thank God I'm just on my own, do you know what I mean? And like, I can go to sleep and no one's gonna try and like steal my frigging inhaler, do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. I'd watch it. I probably haven't made it sound that good, but we'll get some photos up of the people that are on there. And also, if you are on 60 days in, give us a call, give us a bell, give us a hit on the old Gmail, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Bebo, MySpace, hit us up, joevlogs.com/. And also, oh God, I've got to say this as well, guys, sorry. If I'm on 79 subscribers now, yeah, if I get to 100 subscribers, my YouTube channel, because now at the moment, my YouTube channel, if someone says, what's your YouTube channel? I say Joe Vlogs. And this YouTube Joe Vlogs, if you're kind of in England, because I've been uploading some videos and the other Joe Vlogs haven't, you can see me probably on the first page. But listen to this, if I can get 100 subscribers, my YouTube channel can be www.youtube.com/Joe Vlogs. If I get 100 subscribers, because you're allowed to change it. There's already a Joe Vlogs with that, but I'm going to message him and say, bro, your content's trash. No, I wouldn't say that, because if he's watching, I don't think that at all. It's sick, but I'm just having a bit of jokes. But we're going to get verified, you know what I mean? We're going to get verified on this place. And then the fourth thing I watched was, so I watched Us, I watched Ratched, I watched 60 Days In, and I watched The Murderer Next Door, the neighbour murder, Chris Watts. And that guy is a sick frig. Shows body, it's on Netflix as well. You know, I feel like people might be saying, if in the comments like, oh, this guy, has he not got Prime? Has he not got Apple TV? Has he not got Disney Plus? And I have got those stuff, but I just watched Netflix the past 2 weeks, alright? So relax. But yeah, Murderer Next Door, Chris Watts, calls police. No, he's the woman, one of his wife's friends called the police, like, she hasn't come home, I'm freaking out. And he's there, like, drives up and he's like, wow, what's happened? Oh God, she's left me. Anyway, it's bare like, yeah. But I was thinking, oh, you know what, he seems calm. Like, you're not gonna kill your wife and then just chat like, oh yeah, oh God, it's not. So anyway, turns out, I won't spoil it for you, but I probably already have. And even then, it's called The Murderer Next Door, and he lives next door. So yeah, the man murdered his wife, who was pregnant, and his two little girls, and it's just about how he tries to get out of it at the start, and then he fails both their polygraph tests. And the guy who makes polygraph tests, or does them in the UK, holler me, because I saw you were on a different podcast, it looks very interesting, so I want to know. But yeah, and he's just a sick, odious geezer. Like, he, like that whole thing. Also, macabre. It was very macabre. Are you saying that word right? Am I saying that word right? Because on Google, it's macabre, or macabre. That's the correct saying, bro. Google it if you don't believe me. But I think macabre sounds good. And if I said it in a group of people around my friends, yes, 70% might not know what it means. But the 30% that do know what it means wouldn't go, why, it's macabre. They'd probably just accept macabre. And also, I say heinous and not heinous. So, where are we with the English language? You know what I mean? But anyway, trying to learn French as well. Doing my Duolingo, 1 a day. And we'll see, you know what I mean? Je m'appelle ma mère pantalon bleu is what I've got so far. So it's going well. Yeah, Murder Next Door basically kills his family and he just tries to worm his way out of it. And then in the end, he's like making all this shit up, but he admitted everything and he hasn't had the death penalty. He's in prison. So piece of shit, man. And that's it, guys, man. Sorry about the it's pointless, really, a little TV review. I'm not Mark Commode there, but it is what it is. I'm not struggling for content, and this is just a video I can edit, so I've got some content to just edit tonight and learn how to zoom in. So I might just have the whole thing just zoomed on my face, which could be a bit weird. What else has been happening? I showed some people around the house. I'm selling this house, my parents' house that I live in, and I'm selling it. They're away at the moment, and I'm selling it. So I'm having to show them round as well because the estate agents went through. I think it's like on a weekend or something like that. Anyway, but I'm having to show people around, and you know, I ain't got that Joe Vlogs. I ain't got that charisma. I'm not charismatic geezer. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard, man. So I'm showing them round, and I'm just sort of, I've watched like loads of funny stuff. I watched Stafflet's Flats and Bob Mortimer doing all the things, and I'm thinking it's funny, man. Should I try and be funny? And these people just don't find me funny, man. Maybe they sound, you know, I'm trying to be funny, they're not laughing, and I think I said something like, you sound like one of my subscribers, you know, because you guys don't find me funny as well. But yeah, showed them round. He said, "Are the trees at the back, are they all yours?" I said, "Yes, they're all ours." He goes, "I'd cut them all down." And I said, "Great, that is a great idea, mate." And then he said I could put some little conifers around there. And I think, oh, he's envisioning him in the house. That's good. That's what they tell you in books that they need to do. So I was going, oh, conifers, they would be lovely. They would be lovely. And he looked at me a bit like, oh, you're being a bit weird, bro. So had to relax on that one. Showed them all around. No offer yet, but we stay positive on joevlogs.com. And that's it, guys. Just going to tell you that's it. I've said that's it a lot, but we repeat words on this podcast. And yeah, this will come out tonight. Don't watch it, but I just want what I mean is in a few months when people look, oh, how many videos you got on YouTube? And I've got like 100 videos on YouTube. They'll be like, Jesus, he puts in work, puts in content, fair play. And this will be one of the videos, but hopefully they won't tell you that. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully Spotify will just like skip past it. But yeah, so we've got James coming on Sunday. In about 2 weeks after that, we've got my good mate Jack Malin coming on, who's a MMA fighter. And he's going to be doing it on the 25th, the day after the Khabib Justin Gaethje fight, and we're going to be talking about that. We'll probably watch some of the highlights, talk about that, do a UFC special, and then obviously talk about his fighting career and that. And I might take him on the pads as well because, you know, I mean, I've got that muscle memory. I went to UTC and, you know, the rest is history. But yeah, guys, check safe, be safe, check this out, like and subscribe, comment. And is it disrespectful that I've done this in my dressing gown? I don't think so. I think it's a casual vibe. But that's it, mate, basically, yeah. So respect everyone. If you want to see me do any videos, obviously because coronavirus I can't, but I'm going to try and get a 2-meter mic stand and go out and interview members of the public. But I just don't want to be on like BBC News being like, this silly YouTuber tried to go around in the midst of a pandemic, like, up to all people trying to shove a mic in there. So I think, you know, it's risky. But yeah, guys, stay safe, big up yourself. I've just had some Caribbean salt and pepper chicken, and I've got half a Domino's to eat and a sticky toffee pudding. So you know the vibes. And I'm going to finish watching Gogglebox, and life's good, man. Life's really good. So stay positive out there. The sun always shines tomorrow. I've made up a new saying. The sun will always shine tomorrow. And if it's raining today, put a little cup out and drink the rain and stay hydrated. Positive vibes. See you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.